everybody? Two boys, one brain cell. My name's Chuck Beeson, and this is Joel Norden over here.
What's up?
And today we reacted to some Aesop rock.
Yeah.
This one's going to be Blood Sandwich off of The Impossible Kid.
Shout out to our Patreon for the pick.
Yeah.
And, yeah, we checked out two of his songs last week, and definitely different. Definitely different.
Yeah.
Kirby definitely grew on me, for sure.
Yeah.
Even more so than the initial reaction. Such a unique style.
Yeah, and it's solid. I mean, the lyrics have a little bit more depth there, but it's like an odd depth to where it's like, do I even know what's going on?
Yeah.
Because the answer's probably not.
Yeah. I had a couple people break stuff down in the comments, and I was like, oh, okay, that makes a lot more sense.
Yep.
Stuff that I wasn't getting, and they were like, this is what it is.
Yeah.
I appreciate
That helps.
I appreciate you guys. You just want to jump in, Chuckles?
You know I do.
I'll send it.
Steps up to the plate, little brother, little league. 87, he was 8. Rookie season for the skinny slugger, newly at a T-ball. Pit against the pitcher with a ripper you could eat off. Church then a gripper loans, run a third verse. Granny yelling go Cubs, nose in a word search. Seen milfs like apes on a monolithic bleacher in an advocating war and peace in lieu of sport and leisure. Hi, Peggy. I was 10 chewing on a sweet tart. Little brother left field, Queens guard. Mean arm, knees bent, 2 out, 2 on bags. When I caught him staring down at something moving through the grass. Hold up, tag runner in a hole. Cast rotate, not before he could identify the culprit. Granny yelling go Cubs, Graham yelling go Fur. New left fielder, give a fuck about a homer. Got a homie, little rodent head and shoulders at a supple. No baseball in the bubble. Ruh-roh, parents started adorable. The players followed suit, inning crawling to a close. Head coach not amused, coach seeing red. Coach on the diamond, dragging 27 inches of aluminum behind him when he transfers third. The family's turned nervous. The following is a transcript. The man versus Vermin, here we go. Man stands out by a hole. Pest pops up to patrol. Man plays live whack-a-mole in a scene that would try every childless adult. Whoa, pull boy with a ball mitt thrown over the fence. Coach hit the bench. Both teams lose. Good game, good game. Granny yelling go Cubs. Cubs ain't playing. My little brother is a funny dude. A lot of funny shit happened to him. My other brother pretty funny too. Ain't seen him in a minute though. Just in case of rough waters, I wanna put one up for my brothers. Just in case of rough waters, I wanna put one up for my brothers.
Ruh-roh.
So Granny ain't all there. She's going for the Cubs, and this kid's playing baseball, I'm assuming.
Hey, their team might be the Cubs.
He said the Cubs aren't playing.
Yeah, I know.
The way I was getting it, she was having some
Yeah, I could see it.
flat, like, you know what I mean? She was in a different time there. That's what I got from it, at least.
Coach went out there and messed that gopher up, though.
Oh, shit. I was like, what the hell?
That might scar a kid.
Yeah.
You can't. I don't think you can do that.
Oh, my gosh. Interesting.
Man plays live whack-a-mole.
Yeah, there is a lot going on here. Graham yelling gopher. Okay, I missed that. I was like, Granny yelling Cubs, and then I was like, why is Graham yelling gopher? But it's Graham yelling gopher. Okay. Interesting. So far, I mean, it has a nice flow. I guess we'll see what happens with the second half.
And scroll back up a little bit.
Yeah, I got you.
Both teams lose. Good game. Good game. Granny yelling go Cubs, but the Cubs ain't playing. I took that as, well, the game's over now, so the Cubs ain't playing no more. That's where my brain went with it.
I could see that for sure.
Yeah.
But I also got the vibe it was more like I guess it depends on what this is based off of. But I got the vibe that it was just a bunch of kids out playing, you know, and like they're sitting on the bleachers watching like I don't know.
I mean,
grade school game.
Yeah, that's what I got.
Right,
and I was thinking
she's yelling "Go Clubs" the whole time.
Yeah,
and then she might. I don't know.
But
the
really,
vibe randomly I went to was like she's like, they aren't playing. The Cubs aren't playing. They haven't played in a while.
You're like, poor Granny.
That's what I was getting from. I don't know.
I mean, hey, I can see both ways.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the same.
And that is good songwriting right there.
Yeah. You got two people with completely different ideas of what's happening. Like, nah, she's delusional. And you're like, no, the game just ended.
That's where my brain was.
I guess let's continue and jump in the second half here.
Yeah.
See what happens.
Yep, not a part of the machine. Big brother, big idea, 9016. Noi button tee, plaid flannelated adolescent art kid. Tony Hawk hair, skinny puppy denim, and a record player vomiting alien sex fiend. Peel sessions in a Christian home for field testing. It's real youth in a palm of your hand when your mom thinks Satan is involved in a band. We were buried in the village voice, checking it was playing where. Pulled his head up out the paper, pushing out a single tear. 5 words like a beacon, a light in a mist. Ministry live at the Ritz. It was Christ is risen. Chris, 3 loves, 2 fish. Miracle of mechanized loops on 2-inch. Coming to a theater, he would be there in the flesh. Moms didn't say no, but she didn't say yes. Cop tickets, side of plot thickens. Countdown to ultimate concert experience. Mom's still worrying. Why are they called ministry? Are they a cult? Maybe she would probably investigate. What a mag with an Al Jurgensen interview. Read a couple sentences, glanced at a pic or 2 or 3. That's all. No fair trial. Simply, you will not be going to the show, and that's final. What occurred next with the top of the lungs of a son who unjustly had lost what he loved? In a moment that would transcend anger, the high art said, this is something I am willing to die for. Can you even imagine a death in a band from industrial fandom? Anyway, nobody count, no concert, and Chris kicked rocks in his mismatched Converse. My older brother is a funny dude. A lot of funny shit happened to him. We hadn't spoken in a couple months. I called him last night. How you doing? Just in case of rough waters, I wanna put one up for my brothers. Just in case of rough waters, I wanna put one up for my brothers.
All right. So by the end of the song, I'm just thinking this is a song about, hey, get a hold of your family. Like,
yeah. I really like the beat of this, and I know that's going to be a weird thing to take away with all the lyrics and stuff going on, but his voice is a little, it's going to take me some getting used to.
Yeah.
It was the same with Kirby. Like, I enjoyed Kirby, and then the more I listened to it, the more I liked it. But I was just I wanted to look at the top here to see if I can understand this a little bit more. If, let's see, could pit against a pitcher or ripper.
Definitely telling a story.
Oh, yeah. There was
like 2 stories in this.
It was interesting because the first half was like kids playing baseball, right?
Mm-hmm. And then there were adults.
And then it swapped up to them being adults and, or more teenagers, I would say.
Yeah.
And then them trying to go to a Ministry concert, which is hilarious. Because have you seen Ministry?
No.
Al? Man, I don't. See if I can pull it up real quick.
Pulling up a Ministry right now?
Yeah, I'm going to pull up Al.
Okay. But yeah, that, I love when you paint me a picture and give me a full description of what's going on.
There you go. That's Al.
Oh.
So they looked at they looked at the picture and said, "You are not going."
Yeah. A little judgy, I would say. But I guess back in the day, I could see where they're.
I'm sure it's the parents.
You know how parents were back then?
Yeah, still.
Yeah,
parents can still be that way. Yeah.
Luckily, I don't have parents that are
overly protective, and
that's my mom, for sure. But she knows I'm going to do whatever I want anyway.
Yeah, and then I like, from my understanding here, let's go back down to this. Why are they called ministry? Are they a cult? Maybe she should properly investigate. She bought a mag with an Al Jorgensen. I think it's Jorgensen, right? Sounds interview, read a couple sentences, glanced at a pic or two or three. That's all. No fair trial. Yep. So he's feeling right now as a teenager, this is very unfair. They barely even glanced at it.
Yep.
You got the you're not going.
Period.
Yep. That's final. That's a classic. What occurred next is the top of my lungs. The son unjustly had lost what he loved in a moment that would transcend anger for high art, said, this is something I am willing to die for. Can you even imagine a death in the fam from industrial fandom? I really like that whole thing. Like, when you were that desperate as a kid, you're like, I will die to go to this show.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, mean it as a teenager.
Yep. And you're just like, okay, so you'd never meant that. You're just throwing out threats.
Yeah. And then he's obviously still didn't get his way, and he's kicking rocks in his mismatched Converse. I really liked the second half of the song more so than the first, but that could just be me adjusting.
Yeah.
But I really liked the beat. Like, it wasn't even like a really hard beat by any means. It was just kind of a smooth, felt like a summertime beat to me. Like, just kind
you
of
would put seasons to beats.
No, you know what it reminds me of though? It reminds me of hold on, I just want to, like, just the whole.
Chris kicked rocks in his mismatched Converse. My older brother is funny.
It gives me like a kind of an Ice Cube Today Was a Good Day vibe. Like that. The beat, it's not at all the same, to be clear, but it gives me that same vibe.
I can see what you're saying.
Summertime, you know what I mean? I don't know. I dig it.
Seasons.
I'm gonna put my music to seasons. All right. You let me do what I want to do. All right.
I always do, don't I?
You mock me
every time.
I like it.
I know you do.
It's okay. I'll get over it.
Oh,
unreal.
All right, let's dive into ratings here. What do you got for me?
I'm gonna go with a 6.2 playlist.
Okay. I personally really was digging this, and I'm going with a 7.4 playlist.
Hell yeah. I would say, first of all, I've never really enjoyed baseball, so the entire half of the song being about baseball kind of did it a little bit for me. Like, I was like, enjoyed it still with the storytelling aspects, but at the same time I was like, yeah. And then the second half, that I felt that shit. I could connect with that as well. Being a teenager, I wanted to go see Static X because my parents were like, no, not happening. So, yeah, I think that, and then just getting used to his vocals a little bit while he's
Yeah.
Once I get it figured out though.
My parents never told me no to going to a concert setup thing. Yeah. It was always buy your own ticket. I need you to scroll up though.
Oh, okay. Where do you want the F-bomb?
To the F-bomb.
Where's the F-bomb, Chuck?
It's closer to the start.
Is it?
Yeah.
I completely missed it. Well, way up there. There it is. Now, there you go.
All right. Granny yelling go Cubs. Graham yelling gopher. New left fielder.
Graham
yelling gopher. New left fielder give a fuck about a homer. Got a homie, little rodent. Head and shoulders out his hovel. It was smooth. Skated right by it.
It is smooth, yeah.
Yeah. Very smooth. Very nice.
When he did it.
Well, now when I do it, shit.
You're like a hovel.
What the hell's a hovel?
I'm just messing. I'm gonna stop picking on you.
No, you don't.
I know.
I know. This one, very easy to miss, but also very easy to catch. And just kind of there, and
I clearly missed it.
Yeah.
I didn't realize there was an F-bomb in the song.
Oh, I caught it beautifully. And it's the only one.
There's a lot to unpack. Like,
it could have been, you could have used damn there. But fuck just works better.
Fuck definitely worked better there.
Yeah.
Just, yeah.
This one I would say it's above average. It's not phenomenal. But I'm going to go right around a 7.1. I think it's a fair rating for that one.
That's well above average.
Yeah. But it's not phenomenal.
I mean, that's pretty far up there.
It's not a 9.
A 9 is like a masterpiece.
There's a lot of those.
7 is,
It's very good.
it's a middle ground between masterpiece and average.
Yeah.
There you go. Very good. Definitely
Very
my opinion.
good.
But you were just like a little above average, which would have been like a 6.
Shut up,
Definitely
Joel.
where I was sitting.
Here we go. Now he's razzing my ratings of F-bombs. You know what? You start rating F-bombs.
I can't
Why not?
because Chuck rates fucks.
I know.
It is
has
your
a
job.
much
It
better
is
ring.
solely your job. It does have a better ring. Joel rates fucks.
It's not the
Nobody
same.
gives a fuck. You know what I mean? It's got to
what?
have a ring to it.
You know what? That was a 6. I need you to just work with that.
It was a 6. It was. I agree.
Yeah. That's all I got,
You
bud.
finally got a rating right.
You can say, oh, wow.
Guys, we're 2 boys, 1 brain cell. I'm Joel Norden. That's Charles Beeson. Shout out to our Patreon for the pick. Definitely enjoying this. Definitely something different
Oh, yeah.
in the rap genre for us.
I don't understand the blood sandwich, though.
Probably go for Just guessing, dude. Just guessing. Until next time. Peace out.